What is it like being a Jamaican in Iran? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Tory Jones, a Jamaican living in Iran. Welcome, Tory. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for reaching out so far.
Good, good. Which part of Jamaica are you from?
Originally, I'm from Spot Valley in St. James. Yeah, I'm from the
Okay.
rural areas of St. James. Yeah, in the rural area.
All right. What school you
Yeah,
representing?
of course, Spot Valley High, man. Actually, I was going to St. James High before, prior, and then I transferred to Spot Valley High. And
Okay.
it was one of the best decisions I made, I think,
So big
because it
up.
brought me here now.
So tell us your story, how you got to Iran.
Uh, Actually, I was working in. It's a funny story. I was working in IB Star in Jamaica first. I think you met my friend. You spoke with my friend before, Dalian Wheeler, right? And
Yes.
somehow he was in Dubai, and I told him, man, I need a job outside of the country, and he said, okay, and he got me a job in Dubai. And then it was 4 years ago. I got an interview to work over here in a small restaurant as a startup. At the time, I was a sous chef in Jamaica, in Dubai, and it was a prospect for me to be head chef here in Iran. And I said, okay, let's try it. What do I have to lose? And I came over here. I fell in love with the place. Unfortunately, things did not work out so well with that restaurant that I was working at first. And then the hotel, I got picked up in this hotel, the Spinners Hotel Grand. And so far, I'm here I started out as the head chef for one restaurant, then I became the head chef of the entire hotel at the moment.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a humble beginning.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it's a
So,
humble beginning.
so tell us about the people in Iran. What are they like?
It's a different. It's really different from what we're used to. Jamaicans, we're straightforward. Yeah, we tell you whatever is on our mind. We go straight forward to the point. The culture is different, but it's also fun. Actually, there's a lot of respect here for people of our color because there's not a lot of black persons here in Tehran. So
Okay.
there's a lot of respect here.
So I know you're busy at the restaurant and I see the flag representing there and I know you're busy there. But when
Always, man, always.
when people hear that you're from Jamaica, what do they usually say?
It's so funny. It's a funny story, that one. Yeah. Most people, because they see me and I'm black, yeah, they say, you're from Africa. I said, no, I'm from Jamaica. They're like, South Africa. I said, no, Jamaica. Where's Jamaica? South of America. They're like, where's the? I told them Caribbean. Where's the Caribbean? Really, Jamaicans were very unique, and we should be so proud of that. Really, we are so unique.
Wow.
Yeah, we're so unique. Most people don't know where is Jamaica, but when you say, for example, Usain Bolt, yeah, that guy is well known, Or you say Bob Marley, they're well known, so it gives them more of a sense of where I'm actually from. But still, they still push me. You're African. You're from Africa. I'm like, nah, man. My ancestors are from Africa. 400 years ago, I've never traveled to Africa ever, even though I want to.
Well, at some point we know you're going to get down there, but it's so like they're keeping you busy, extremely busy there.
Actually, because the Iranian New Year is a bit different from ours. Yeah, they have their
Okay.
different calendar. So it was actually the Iranian New Year for the past. Their celebration is actually 2 weeks holiday. Jamaicans will love this. For New Year's, for them, it's actually 2 weeks holiday. Yeah, and the hotel was super busy. Before that, it was super
Uh,
busy. Coming up to the New Year, it was super busy.
so what do
But
they
really,
do? What do they do for the New Year's? Is it like a feast? It sounds like there's a lot, lot going on for the holiday.
actually, Iranian families, they're more family oriented. Yeah, they try to stay closer to their family as much as possible. So a part of the tradition, because my wife is actually Iranian, she was explaining it to me that
Oh wow!
yeah,
You're
my
married.
wife,
You're married an Iranian. Wow.
yeah, I got married to an Iranian. Iranian, she's Iranian Turkish actually. And she explained to me that the reason why the hotel is busy is because of the families that live outside of Tehran, that have the older families living in Tehran. They have to come and visit them. So during the new year, most of it is visiting the family, and especially the older members of the family. So it's
Okay.
more money for us.
So you are a chef, and I didn't even dive into the food yet. So let's get there. What
Okay.
would you recommend as Iranian food?
They love their kebabs. There's one kebab they call kubide. It's actually grounded meat mixed with spices and onion. That one is really delicious. But my favorite is something called moiche. It's actually the lamb leg. The way they cook it, it's really delicious. It's like close to confit, to a French confit, but it's really delicious, man. It's really
So,
delicious.
in terms of desserts, what type of desserts would you recommend?
Uh, they have traditional dessert, but what I did, because my restaurant is actually fusion. Yeah, fusion is mixing different concepts of food together to create a new, somehow a new and a broader area for dining experience. Yeah. So, for example, I have pina colada cheesecake on my
Oh,
menu. Yeah, you never heard of that, yeah?
so so
I
so any fusion Jamaican?
No, I don't do Jamaican food actually. Reason being, it's a bit of ego for me why I don't do it, because Jamaican food, I grew up eating it, and it's my love, and I know it. So because I'm young, I'm only 31 years old. As an executive chef, I try to challenge myself more to go deeper into other cuisine, trying to learn new cuisine and master them. But we have
Okay.
one dish on the menu. It's close to jerk chicken, but it's not jerk chicken. It's actually confit again. I change it back to confit because uh, they like the oily food. The
Okay.
oily food sells a lot over here. You know,
So
I gave
have
it to
you,
one. Go ahead, go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna ask, have you cooked any jerk chicken for your the staff members there, anybody to try?
Not only for the family members. I cook it for the family members, and some rice and peas, some fried dumpling. The general manager of the hotel is actually from Portugal, and I did not know that Portuguese they love salt fish. So he brought some
Oh,
over. I made some salt fish with
pick up saltfish.
yeah man, some pickled saltfish with cabbage, and then we love it. Everybody's like, "What is this?" Yes, they love
So
it. And the fried dumplings in the morning, my wife loves it. I tell her you cannot eat too much because you'll get fat. Because her metabolism and my and ours is different. Because they like, for example, rice, and we're not so much fans of rice so much. Every meal consists of rice because
well,
it's a part of Asia.
I see. So let me ask you this. What cultural, I should say, well, in terms of custom, I should say go back to custom. What custom
Yeah,
do you really like there that you came up and said, boy, this is really interesting. I love this custom in Iran.
respect for black people,
Mm.
man. Really, you will never. I will. I've been to a few countries. Yeah, I've been to the US. I've been to Cuba a couple of times. I've been to UAE. I've been to Turkey. I've been to Turkey and Germany. But the respect that they have for black people, it's totally different. It is totally different.
Uh,
We're treated like kings over here, man. Really.
and what is it? What is it about black people? I mean, you mentioned there's not a lot, but is that
Yeah.
what?
Scarcity is the best commodity.
So do
My
people
grandma
run up?
always says that.
Do they run up and want to take pictures with you and all of that?
all the time. I'm a celebrity over here, man. Because I work at this hotel that I work is actually number one in the country. You can
Okay.
check on TripAdvisor. Yeah, it's number one overall. The restaurant is number one overall. So I'm well known. I don't go very far without being noticed. Maybe if I travel to other provinces of the country, and still I go to other provinces and people recognize me. So it's
Wow.
amazing. Yeah, it's really amazing.
It's so like word gets around that Tory is, you know, you have to know who Tory is. Tory Jones is.
Yeah, I'm in the house, but you know, as Jamaican, wherever we go, we have to be known. As you can see, you know,
Oh yeah.
I never leave this, you know, I never leave it.
So do you play your music while you're working? You play like a reggae?
I play it on brunches because it's a fusion restaurant. The concept goes with a special type of music. But during brunch, I play a lot of reggae music. And also sometimes I DJs at parties as well, you know, because most Jamaicans are
Oh,
DJs.
so this is why you're a celebrity.
Yeah. You know, I try to put my hand in as much as possible, you know, to leave my mark.
So what's the DJ name?
DJ Roach. My friend gave me that name when we were kids. He used to go around playing around with my friend. His name is Vegas. He's still DJing now, has his own
Right.
studio in Montego Bay. But I
Okay.
find cooking more interesting and more elevating, so to speak. You know,
Okay.
I can represent myself better by cooking,
Right.
not by DJing. Yeah.
So what's the cost of living in Iran like?
For me, it's very good. Actually, it's very low. For example, my car, I have a Kia Sportage, and to fill the tank with gas is about $6. The same price I called my friend. He's living in Florida. He told me last week he was $100. So you know the cost of living, because I don't earn Iranian real. I earn dollars in my salary. So
Okay.
when you convert it, you know it's a lot. So the cost
I
of
see.
living is very low for me. Very, very low.
Okay.
It's about cost of living in 1 month, including everything, maybe 2% of my salary.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So visiting Iran, what would
Yeah.
be one location you'd say, Xavier, you have to go here?
Yes. There is a city here called Yaz. It's very old. It's about 8,000 years old. Very, very old. I visited a couple of times, man. It's so beautiful. The architecture, the ambience, the people, they're so warm. So Yaz would be directly where I would tell you to go to for your first visit and your last visit.
and
But it's
is
hot.
oh and is
It's in
there
the
an
middle of the desert.
so I know you're a busy guy and I know they want you back in the restaurant. So let me wind it down. Language, right? How difficult was it?
Yeah.
Because I hear you there speaking the language. How difficult was it to pick up the language?
It's very difficult because what happened, I manage a team of, I think about 65 staff in 3 different hotels because we have 3 different hotels, and maybe 5 persons can speak English. So it's
Oh
either I teach
wow.
65 people English or I learn Farsi. Their language is called Farsi, Persian, Farsi. So
Right.
it's very difficult. It still is difficult because there are some words that are so close. You know, one can be pleasant and one can be derogative. So you have to be careful.
Mm. You
So
know,
it's very difficult. Khe, they have this khe and j in their alphabet. You have to know when to use it. It will get you into trouble. It will get you
so
into big trouble, man.
so let me ask you, go to scenario. I'm winding down. So here's the scenario.
Yes.
You
Okay.
land in Jamaica, you get off the
Yes.
plane. What
Yes.
is that first thing that you're doing?
I will find the first thing I'm gonna do. Thank God I'm home again and find some curry chicken back and roast breadfruit. That is the first thing, man. And one juicy beef patty with cheese.
so you know, make your own patty.
Oh no, I'm lazy. Actually, I'm lazy to cook. You know, really,
I
I'm
get
lazy
it.
to cook
I
sometimes.
get it.
Yeah, I'm lazy to cook. I'm really lazy to cook. As a chef, I'm lazy to cook at home mostly, yeah?
So what do you enjoy if you know you had a day off and there's
Yeah.
something that you know you say, listen, this is what I enjoy doing in Iran. What would that be?
I enjoy going to the mountain with my wife.
Mm,
I love it because we have 4 seasons over here, yeah?
right.
Winter, spring, autumn, summer. And in winter, it's so beautiful, man. The city is so beautiful. It's snowing everywhere. You know, the only place we see snow in Jamaica is in the freezer. Yeah. So winter is actually my favorite time over here, and the mountains is beautiful. I love going to the mountains on my off day.
Okay. All right.
Get some fresh air.
Final question. I know you have to get back to work. So, how do you say goodbye in the most informal way in Iranian? You teach me. Teach me. You know, like we would say, little more. We'll say little more. Or catch you later. How would they say goodbye informally?
Informally, I don't know, but I know most of the formal words. For example, it's fail and khodafes. Fail and khodafes means goodbye for now.
Okay.
Khodafes is goodbye. So it's fail and khodafes. I know that one, but the bad ones, I don't learn those ones because my wife is very polite. My wife is very polite, and most of the Farsi, she's the one who taught it to me.
Okay. So, Tory, thank you for spending some time with me. I know I break you away from work, but I appreciate
it. Was my pleasure, man.
All right.
Shout out to Kevin as well, yeah.
All right. Phelan, what is it now?
Phelan Hodafes.
Phelan Hodafes. Take care, my brethren.
Thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure to be here.
All right.
Okay, have a great time.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.